I'm gonna say yeah, because you seem like you about to rank Akainu harder than Sengoku, and I'm not gonna be okay with that.
Yes. Okay.
Nope.
So let's first start off with Fleet Admiral Sengoku. Fleet Admiral Akainu. Where do we place Akainu right now after the 2-year time skip?
94.
He was clashing with Old Man Whitebeard. All right. Even though he was on his deathbed.
2 shots.
Yep. And he did, punish Jinbei very well. Most characters couldn't stop him. He got jumped by the entire Whitebeard remnants, so that means he's stronger than Marco. He's stronger than Vista. You know what I'm saying?
Combined, I guess.
Combined.
I mean, that's here and there. But
and then the most impressive feat that he has is that he beat Aokiji.
Yeah.
Like, fought and beat him. Mm-hmm. So where do we rank Akainu right now? Do we think he's a 94? Does Akainu beat Prime Sengoku?
I do not believe that at all.
So
it'll be a good fight. I'm not saying it's like a hands down that he just washes, whips him. I'm not saying that, but I got Sengoku. Prime for prime, Sengoku. I got.
So this goes into a lot of things, and it's funny because I just argued the opposites of the merits of this type of argument. But what Luffy has to overcome has to be more than what Roger overcame. So if Akainu isn't, I don't want to say endgame opponent, but if he's one of the last couple people that Luffy's fighting, he has to be stronger than what like the last couple people Roger was fighting. You know what I'm saying? So like, to me personally, I have Akainu right there with the Yonko. Akainu specifically. And it's because he has the best or the highest rated W in the series that we know is a W. Like, there's a lot of us that speculate that Roger beat Whitebeard because Whitebeard had that scar and et cetera. And, like, we don't know how the Rocks thing played out. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We know these two men went into a fight versus one another, and they scrapped for 10 days, and one dude won. And, yes, that's matchup-based, but that's still, like, who got a dub like that? Who's beating an Aokiji in a fight? Only Akainu. Only Akainu can claim that. He's the only character in the series that can claim that.
Yeah. And
it's and even now when Luffy eventually beats Kaido, look at all the circumstances that went into that, right? There's none of that. It's, my will versus yours. My ability versus yours. My skills and abilities versus yours. No added nothing. No nothing. Just me, you. And he won. Versus, that's the strongest dub. That's the best dub in the series.
Rocks.
To this point. Rocks, we don't know the circumstances of it.
Yeah, you got to stop doing this, yo. So it's you're going to agitate me again.
I agree with him in a sentiment.
I don't care if you do.
But it's like, we know. You know what I'm saying? It's the only one that we know.
Okay, so...
I got 96,
hold on.
bro.
Let me just ask, then we gotta discuss me and Lawrence, because we don't know, right? Mm-hmm. So, does Akainu, Fleet Admiral Akainu, right? If the admirals are confident enough, like Kizaru literally said to Akainu, even though Big Mom and Kaido is there, do you want me to roll up? Because I'll do it. And then he was like, nah. It kind of shows you that Kizaru probably has enough strength to deal with a Yonko, but can he deal with 2? Absolutely not. Not in my opinion. But can he deal with 1? I'd probably say he could probably fight 1. But would he win? I don't think so. I think the Yonko, like you agree, I think the Yonko are stronger than the Admirals. So if Akainu is above an Admiral in this case, do we consider him stronger than Kizaru? Do you think Akainu is stronger than Kizaru? Because we know he's stronger than Aokiji.
Mm-hmm. Aokiji was the youngest of them.
So do you think Kizaru loses to Aokiji?
To me, I feel like with the Admirals, they're all around the same strength.
Okay.
Because, like, if you want to... You could argue Aokiji... I can't say he was the weakest. I can't say that. Because I don't think speed-wise... Mm-hmm. Right?
I'd be willing to do this. I'm sorry to cut you off. Mm-hmm. I'd be willing to do this. We have Big Mom and Kaido at 96, Shanks at 97, right? If Prime Sengoku is 95, I am willing to put Akainu at a 95. I'm not saying that Big Mom and Kaido would not lose to Sengoku or to Akainu. But what I am saying is that Akainu and Sengoku could probably beat them. You know what I'm saying? Like they're near that level enough to where like they could
pull a dub if they fought.
They could pull a dub. But what I'm saying is right now, I would think that Akainu right now is probably the same strength as Sengoku.
That would be the highest rank I would rank him. To
That's
me,
the
either
highest rank I would rank him
94,
to.
95.
I wouldn't
Best dub
put
in
him
the
up.
series.
I wouldn't put him
He
higher than
poking
that.
holes in division commanders, man.
I know.
Well, remember, we have a large list. We're only like 10 in.
I'm just saying, like, you gotta rank lethality, bro. The defense, lethality, like Akainu could end any fight. If you lacking, he can end anybody. He has the tools, and he's durable. Like he took them shots from Whitebeard and got up.
Yo, but
Like
we
he
have
was
to,
out for a while, but he got up. He can fight for 10 days.
But we also have to now, like, if you're gonna go off the Whitebeard, fight, we also have to go. Okay, so where was Old Man Whitebeard? Because we know he was in the '99.
Yeah, we do that. Me and Lawrence argue about this all the time. Power the last thing to go. It's the last thing. They say it in boxing all the time. The pop doesn't go.
Yes, that's
The
true.
reflexes, speed, that goes. The pop never goes.
Hold on. But we also know that he wasn't able to do Conqueror's attacks. You know? Because
We
of the
don't
fact-
know that. We just know Oda didn't write it because he didn't have it all figured out.
That's a good point.
That's a good point, too.
Because looks like what you said. Because Whitebeard, Akainu got up, but he didn't go to fight Whitebeard again. And these are attacks only ability based. There's no armament, there's no hockey, and there's no conquerors in these attack.
Whoa.
No.
We can't say that. We just don't know.
We can't say that.
This was 500 plus chapters ago.
Hold on. What I am gonna say is, if Whitebeard needed to last as long as he needed to for that war, he couldn't expend the amount of energy he needed to in order to take these people out. You know what I'm saying? So we know that he wasn't using the attacks he's capable of. So if he's on his deathbed, we immediately got to put from your prime to your deathbed. You can't, even though strength is the last to go, we got to say that he was much weaker than he actually was, bro.
He wasn't.
And that's real.
He wasn't during the exact power he was in his prime.
I'm saying.
I'll put it this way. I'm going to be 100% with you. I'd probably put like Old Man Whitebeard on his deathbed at Marineford War, probably at like an 89, 90.
All right, let me get this off.
And then after his fight with Aokiji, Akainu shot up.
And I want to say this one thing, last thing, before you say your thing. We also remember, it wasn't probably like when Akainu and Aokiji were fighting, they were just trading blows for 10 days. It was probably at a stalemate, and then the last person, then they both landed their shots, and Akainu's was stronger or something. Because do you really think that this dude got cut, frostbite, cut in the eye, lost an arm, and then they kept fighting for like another 3 days?
This is what it is too. It comes down to personality traits, right? So we know that Akainu's willing to go that extra mile in order to be super grimy. And like Aokiji, from what we've seen, wasn't like that. This is the reason why, even though he was never portrayed to become a fleet admiral, he took the opportunity to go, yo, I can't let Akainu become the fleet admiral.
No, other way around.
No, he's right.
No.
He can't. Oh no.
Aokiji was the one.
Aokiji was
like,
supposed
I can't
to
let
get it.
Akainu become a fleet admiral.
Yeah, because they both got selected to be fleet admirals, and Aokiji supposedly didn't want it, from what I remember.
No.
Aokiji won. That's what
Aokiji
he
got
fought.
recommended
By Sengoku.
by Sengoku.
Yeah.
Akainu got pushed forward by the Gorosei.
Yeah.
And so it was a conflicting thing.
Yeah.
People were arguing, debating,
Yeah,
whatever.
but what I'm saying
And
is,
then-
like, if Akainu is willing to go that extra mile and like winning, then he's going to do whatever it takes. He's willing to hurt Marines, right?
Yeah.
That adds to the fuel of what he is. Does it make him stronger, evolutionary wise? Yes.
Apparently, it does.
So,
Not to Hana and Hamachi.
I'd be willing to agree that Akainu is a 95. I think that's the highest right now.
Chat ranked the Sengoku because I asked them. They gave 55% of the vote said 97.
What?
96 was 22%. 95 was 16%. 94 was 5%. I did the same numbers for Akainu, and it's still up now. But 19 votes. 96% is leading the vote at 42%. 95 is second at 26%, and 97 is third at 21%. 94 11%.
I'm gonna just say Akainu's 95, bro.
I ain't gonna fight it.
What do you think?
Y'all gonna see.
What you think?
You go 95.
95?
That's the highest I'll rank him.
All right.
The high? No.
So let's go Aokiji.